Hello, testing.
What am I doing? They're just saying, like, oh, yeah, sure, you get it. I'm in charge. Oh, it's your.
You want me to welcome them?
Sure.
Okay.
Wait, is Adrian here?
No, it's Randy and the other guy.
Huh. It's kind of weird.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We begin our service on page 128, Hine Ma Tov. Hine Ma Tov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. 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 How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine Ma Tov, ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine ma tov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad.
Good Shabbos, everybody.
Good Shabbos.
Before we begin with our candlelight, we want to welcome our special guests from Tzedek America on their civil rights journey, and we have unification between the Upper West Side and the Upper East Side. So we have Stephen Y. Synagogue, their teens, raise your hands. So we have my mentor's congregation, Ami Hirsch and Tracy Koplovitz represented us. We also have the historic Temple Emanu-El that's with us.
Woo.
And we also have Temple Israel of New York City. Raise your hands, guys. Welcome, enjoy the service. I hope you're having a meaningful time. What day is this, number one? Number one. Where are you guys staying tonight? You guys don't know? Hopefully the Grand Bohemian. Okay.
It's our honor to invite up Wendy Rutkoff to light our Shabbat candles. We turn back to page 120. And Dr. Joanne Siegel. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav metzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And for those who are able, we rise together for Kiddush 123.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzah banu b'shabbat kodsho me'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'asei v'reishit כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת בכל העמים בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת לחיים.
We read together at the top of page 127. There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure. by what we do not gain. On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share. There are days when we exploit nature as if we're a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. On Shabbat, we stand and wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we act, we care nothing for the rights of others. On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty, a better world our goal. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, and day of peace. Psalm 96, 131.
שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו בגויים כבודו, בכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים. כי כל אלוהי העמים אלילים באדוני שמיים עשה. הוד והדר לפניו, עוז ותפארת במקדשו. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו. המבו לאדוני משפחות עמים, המבו לאדוני כבוד ועוז, המבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, השתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש, חילו מפניו כל הארץ, אמרו בגויים אדוני מלך, אף תיגון תבל בל תימות, ידין עמים במישרים. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו. Please sing with me on 138, the pinnacle of Kabbalat Shabbat, Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד השמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה לכאן דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לכאן דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי היא מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשם בתחילה לכאן דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לכאן דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני, עלייך נגלה, לכאן דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לכאן דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
We rise together to greet Shabbat HaMelkah wherever you may find her.
בואי ושלום מטרת מעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלתו Am segula Boi chala Lechandon di likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela Lechandon di likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela.
We continue together at the bottom of page 145. Entrances to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time, even at unlikely times and through unlikely places. There's no place on earth without the presence. We say right here, Achechi Kaddish 144.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבם בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחי דכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן יהי שמי רבא מברך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן מעלמה ואמרו Amen.
We rise together 146.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Yada-nai-nai-nai, 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 yada-nai-nai-nai. Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed Le'olam Va'ed Yada-nai-nai-nai, 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 yada-nai-nai-nai.
We continue to the top of page 149. Praise you, Adonai, our God, for whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way to which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise you, Adonai, our God, for whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamari Baravim. On the next page.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך אהבת תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו ובקומנו, נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח מדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נהגה יומם בלילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד, שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם, לעולם ועד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there's no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Our song of freedom, our Mi Chamocha, on the next page.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות, אוסף אלה. And the river is wide, and the river is deep, and the river is standing between you and me, and freedom, but we shall overcome one day. With with a tambourine in a mighty hand. Across the sea and the desert sand, let the children sing for Miriam. Next year in Jerusalem, next year in Jerusalem, next year in Jerusalem, next year in Jerusalem. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh, nora tehilot, Osevele. And the river is fear, and the river is hate, and the river is hate, and the river is standing between us and the gates of freedom, freedom. But we shall overcome, oh freedom, freedom. But we shall overcome one day.
The top of page 161. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Our Hashkivenu is right there, 160.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Ve'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Ve'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Uferos aleinu sukat shlomecha ushmor tzeiteinu uvoeinu. Uferos aleinu sukat shlomecha ushmor tzeiteinu uvoeinu. Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Amen.
163. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. Vishamru 162.
Vishameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השמיעי שבת מי נפש.
For those who are able, we rise together for Tefillah 166.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Mekonei Hakol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם חיים סומך נופלים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישוע ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
The top of page 173 together. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh Shabbat. We continue with our Ritzei on the next page.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu Be'amcha Yisrael Utefilatam be'ahava tekabel Utehil ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael Yisrael amecha El karov lechol kore'af enei elavadecha v'choneinu shefoch ruchacha aleinu v'techezena eineinu בשובך לציון ברחמים ברוך Adonai Hamachazir Shechinato Letzion.
179. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. Make a temperate reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praise you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol ha-shalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol ha-shalom. Betov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael. Bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. We take a few moments for private prayer. Yehu l'ratzon imrei fi. Yehu l'ratzon imrei fi. V'hagion libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri v'goali. Oh, may the words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart be acceptable before you, O God, my rock and my redeemer. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru, ve'imeru,
At this moment in our service, we think of those especially who are in need of healing of body or spirit. Sandra Berman, Debbie Boggs, Kent Bricker, Rick Cosby, Jonathan Fratkin, Ann Gervin, Vicki Goldstein, Sophia Barry Gordon, Shelley Hayes, Katie James, Sherry Kirsch, David Kraselski, Rush Lishkoff, Virgil Luger, Michal Mizerowitz, Ron Ostreicher, Lex Overstegen, Sheila Parks, Chad Robinson, Lee Rogoff, Gary Schiff, Tyler Strassner, Joy Thompson, Alan Unger, Brenda Weinstein, Russell Wheatley, and Keith Zimmerman. For those who are with us tonight, if you're thinking of a loved one, a friend, someone who means so much to you, and you wish to share their name out loud, we invite you to do so as my eyes meet yours or by rising. For those names mentioned out loud and for those names still in our hearts, on Misha Baruch, our prayer for healing, 371.
Misha Baruch Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Le'imoteinu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishem Beirach Imoteinu Mekor HaBracha La'avoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Good Shabbos, everybody.
Shabbos.
I'm in Mishpatim, you shall not oppress a stranger, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt. Now, a couple things that we can believe true at the same time. And this quote, this prescription, according to our rabbis, appears 36 times in the Torah. And I want to say for the past 20 years, it's been a battling cry, especially for Reform Judaism, to speak to contemporary immigration issues. I'm not saying they're wrong, and I'm not saying they're right. But I will say that when we look at the compendium of Jewish history, especially our great sages in the Middle Ages, they had no concept of citizenship. This is something late modern period, 18th, 19th century. They were subjects, or in or outside the feudal system. But today, as we evolve, I'm not denying that many Reform thinkers and even conservative believe that this biblical law should be seen as the quintessential argument for immigration. I see it differently. And I welcome those who disagree with me in a civil fashion. Reach out to me. I want to hear your thoughts, because I think when we hyper-focus on an immigration issue that we may think appears in the text, we are causing more universalism into Judaism. So I'm going to read the Or Chaim and Rashi and what it has to say. And this is frequently what our commentators say whenever they appear and see this verse. Ger. The commentators teach us that this verse as referring to a ger, a convert to Judaism. Even a fellow Jew who is a newcomer to a neighborhood or area sometimes feels at ease in new areas. A native Jew who taunts a convert over his foreign origin invites to retort that you too were strangers in the land of Egypt. And this is Rashi. And then the Or Chaim takes it home for us. We as Jews might be tempted to look down on Gerim and converts, and I know this happens today, because they lack the sanctity of the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But in response to this, the Torah tells us that when we were slaves in the land of Egypt, we were spiritually contaminated, and we were no better than the convert had before one's conversion. And for me, one of the greatest joys of being a rabbi is doing a conversion. And for those guests who are here, I don't call it a conversion. It sounds too medieval to me. I call it a return. Because all of us were standing at Sinai together. And at one point, one's Jewish neshama, one's Jewish soul returned to that individual to get back to that Sinai moment. And for the past 7 years, and I look out into this congregation, those especially, who have enriched Judaism by becoming a Jew by choice, by making their passions, their inspirations, their decision to add to our people, especially during the most difficult times. This should be celebrated. It's an act of courage. It's a statement that, even though I may not be born Jewish, I feel it so much in my soul that I want to be part of the Jewish people. And so when we hyper-focus this verse and solely speak to matters regarding contemporary immigration laws, for me, we're taking away the true spirit of what it represents. It's a celebration, it's a miracle of those people who came openly to our tradition. Again, it's filling the ranks. And I want to remind us that even though we are in 2026 and we have substantially progressed in many positions, there are still many Gerim, those who are returned or converts, in many congregations, and bimiuchad in this congregation, that feel looked down upon and are not part of this temple family. They may not speak to you, but they speak to the staff. So those who are born Jewish or those who are Jew by choice, we are all part of the same spiritual family. And that's what the Or Chaim wants to remind us, especially tonight. Shabbat Shalom. We rise together for our Ris Aleinu 586.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגמור עלינו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמן והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו ושמו אחד.
On this Shabbat, we recall those who've passed away in these Shloshim, these 30 days of mourning. Arby, Randall, Stewart, Benson, and Beverly Coulthard Popkin. And we also recall those who've passed away in years past with the yard sites of Albert Eskenazi, Louis Hyman Berry, Lillian von Balen Block, Harold Bo Bowman Black III, Marlene Bledsoe, Morris D. Blumenthal Sr., Harry Cohen, Lyman Cohn, Marks Cooper, Alan Denson, Richard Diamond, Cora Dorn, Dorothy Dot Roth, James Forrest Farguson, Stella Fetter, Edith Gawant, Selma Virginia Goldstone, Lee Gotthelf, Morris William Green, Daniel Greenspan, Samuel Green Grossberg, Clarence Hagedorn, Alan Jack Hannon, Mary Harrell, A. Chief Harris, Janet Cypress Harris, Robert Lawrence Hertzberg, Bernard Holzer, Rose Jacobson, Susie Jaffe, Bertha Kern, Magna Beckman Cruz, Jack Ladinsky, Sonia Lefkowitz, Bert Levin, Marna Landau Levine, James Michael Luger, Eva Margolin, V. Hugo Marks Jr., Bruce Mayer, Paula Michael, Ella Morris, Ernest Munchkazang, Loretta Newfield, Mary Patrick, Rose Perlman, Patricia Patty Arpazitz, Paul Rich, Scott Richards, Arnold Roseman, Mitchell Rubenstein, Irene L. Rusikoff, Albert Shkenazi, Max Schulman, J. Ken Seaton, Arnold Siegel, Marvin Silverstein, D. Riley Stewart, and Hyman Yasmin. For those who are with us, our guests, is anyone in a period of mourning or remembering a yard site and you wish to share a name? If it is your custom to rise for a Morris Kaddish, we invite you to do so as we turn to page 598. Yikadal v'ikadash shemei rabbah, v'yara divrach yotev amlich malchutei, v'chayachon v'yom echon, uv'chayed kol beit Yisrael, bagala v'zman kariv yimru.
Amen.
Yehei shemei rabbah mivarach li'olam olamei almaya, yiparach v'hishabach v'yipar v'yithromam hitnaseh, Vitadar, Vitale, Vitalal, Shemei Kusha,
Brichu.
Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damin ram v'yoma v'yimru.
Amen.
Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru.
Amen.
Osei shalom b'imromav, huya say shalom, aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru.
Amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru. Amen.
Before we conclude with Adon Olam, David Reese, our board member extraordinaire, is watching at home, and he told me that if I did not read events in the pulpit folder, that he would file a motion to begin docking my pay. So for those who cannot read in this attendance, so I just want to give some announcements. You're going to get this every Friday. Okay. Saturday tomorrow, we have an in-person Torah study, which is great, and we have Shabbat hike. You're leading that? All right, don't forget. Okay. There's no Sunday school. That's great. Okay. Wednesday, Torah study. They're supposed to be excited about that. With Monica. And then we have Hebrew school. Friday, Shabbos. Saturday, in-person Torah study. And then at 10, this is important, we have our incredible Love, Pray, Eat Shabbat service. It's one of my favorite things we do here. All right, how many more weeks are we going to go? Sunday, we have religious school. Wednesday, see entry of Wednesday, February 18th. And then we have a spring Kala at Jacob's Camp in Utica, Mississippi. So again, for those who cannot read, because David Reese believes when I announce these from the pulpit that more people will show up. I don't know if that's true or not, but at least I will not be losing pay. We want to wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom. Joel's looking at me, maybe. Okay, we want to welcome our guest again from New York. Believe it or not, our cantor is from the mean streets of Upper West Side, Washington Heights. Okay, the Tabernacle. You guys have probably never heard of that, Joel, have you? The Tabernacle. The Hebrew Tabernacle. Very, very.
Tiny.
It's tiny, but
now it's
classic. Well, now, it used to have like 800 families back in the day. All right, Cantor, take us home. The long version or the short version?
I don't know.
אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נשא וחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה והוא אחד ואין שני להמשיל לו להחמירה בלי ראשית בלי תכלית ולא העוז והמשרה והוא אלי וחי גואלי וצור חבלי בעת צרה והוא ניסי ומנוס לי מנת כוסי ביום אקרא בידו הפקיד רוחי בעת ישן ועירה ואם רוחי גמיעתי אדוני לי ולא אירא ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המוציא לחם מן הארץ בתיאבון.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. For New Yorkers, this is one of the best colleges in the world. It's from Chabad. We have a great Chabad here. I don't know if it's frozen or not, but you guys want some, come on up.
I think it's frozen.
It's frozen.
If it's from Chabad, it's frozen.
It's frozen. It's still good, though.